So now we're going to take a look at what happens when your exponent is a fraction and the numerator is not a 1. So that adds an extra bit of a wrinkle to the question. We can take that fraction, kind of split it up, and get a fraction with 1 as a numerator, and then moving that m, whatever the original numerator was, to the outside, and then we would get n root of x, and then all of that to the m power. Right, or we can go the other way over here, right? We can get x to the m, take the 1 to the n out, right? So then we have x to the m with the radical of whatever n is. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of this. It doesn't seem, it's kind of confusing without seeing it, so let's take a look at some examples here. So write 40 to the 2/3 power in radical form in 2 ways. Okay, so let's look at A over here. So we have 40 to the 2/3 power. So we could rewrite that as 40 squared to the 1/3, right? Because 2 times 1/3 is 2/3, remembering our rules for exponents and all of that from grade 9. Or we could rewrite 40 to the 2/3 power as 40 to the 1/3 squared, right? These are the same thing, just in a different order. So if we were to rewrite this, we would have the cube root of 40 squared. If we were to rewrite this, we would have the square root of 40, sorry, not the square root. Saw the 2 and thought square root. It'll be the third root, the cube root of 40, and then all of that squared. So you notice the squared is in a slightly different spot in each one. That will not change the answer in any way, shape, or form. So if you grabbed a calculator and you calculated both of these, you should get the same answer. So now if we look at part B, write 3 to the 5th, the square root of 3 to the 5th as in a whole exponent. So the base is going to be 3. Now the bottom number is going to be the number from right here. Right, since there's no number here, it's going to be a 2. And the number on top is going to be the number from right here. So it's going to be a 5. So the square root of 3 to the 5th is the same as 3 to the 5 over 2, 3 exponent 5 over 2. So if we look at the second one, we have our base as 25, so we'll write that first. And we look at the root, it's a cube root. Look at the exponent over here, it's a 2. So we have 25 to the 2/3 power. So that's the same way, that's the same thing as this, just in exponent form.